Well, hi YouTubers. Okay, got 2 books to do. I'm gonna upload them a different day. Today's firework night, so you might hear a few fireworks going off for the window. But now, right now it's also non-fiction November, so I'm reading this. I'm gonna be reviewing this later. But I've read these 2 books in October, so I'm just reviewing them now. Now, this is the first one, Shusaku Endo, Deep River. Now, this I thought would be an easy read. Now some books you think, it's a small book, it's 216 pages, it'll be easy. This book is so heavy going. Okay, here's the plot. Right, so a bunch of Japanese tourists go to India to River Ganges, and each one of them has kind of interconnecting lives, and they're basically searching for something. And it's interesting. And it's not an easy going read. Okay, right, I'll read the blurb on the back so you might get a gist of what the problem was. To the sacred river Ganges come 5 Japanese ostensible tourists, but each one is on an important quest. And amongst the poor, sick and dying, one woman in the group finds working the man whom she seduced long ago at college in a cynical attempt to undermine his faith. That's kind of the main plot going on. So there's a character called Mizuko, and many years ago at college she kind of met this guy called Otsu, who was trained to become a Catholic priest, and it didn't really go well, as he seduced him in an attempt to kind of break his faith because she doesn't agree with religion at all, and it kind of went bad for her, and she's convinced that she's never going to ever be in love again. Her heart is not for love. You've got another guy called Isobe, who is in India looking for the reincarnation of his wife, who passed away previously, the flashback in the novel, due to cancer, and her last words were "find me," because she believed in reincarnation, even though he didn't. And he's convinced that she will be reborn in India. And also Mitsuko actually nursed his dying wife. These people's eyes kind of interconnect, and it's very, very surreal reading about these Japanese tourists in India, because one thing I like about this book is every single person within it is a total hypocrite. They're hypocrites, every single one of them. Even Otsu. Now, when you meet Otsu, he is was a Catholic priest to be, and then he kind of, because he believed in like a pantheist God is in everything, which kind of didn't go along with the Catholic dogma, so he left, and now he spends his time on the River Ganges, basically taking the dead bodies to be cremated and then ashes scattered into the river, because the River Ganges is known for its healing properties. Okay. Yet within it, they're all hypocrites. Otsu has this martyr complex going on. He intends to dwell in suffering to seem to kind of like prove a point, and he's even kind of conflicted on his religion. Mitsuko is, at her core, quite a horrible person. The way in her teenage years, she seduced him badly, okay, in a bid to basically turn him off his God, basically use herself to say, me over God, okay. You've got Isobe, who literally ignored his wife for their entire marriage. She was a perfect stereotypical Japanese wife. You see in the stereotype. She was there for him. She took care of him. She left messages to be read after he died, okay, where everything is organised for him, okay. Yet he never appreciated it in life, and yet he's delivered by this guilt, okay, to find her reincarnation. Yeah, he doesn't really believe in reincarnation. He's basically just doing it for himself. So, yeah, hypocrisy. Total hypocrisy. Now, what is interesting is when this book is set. It is set in, sorry, I made a note of the date, okay, of Indira Gandhi, okay. Sorry. Sorry, it was 1984. No, yeah, 1984. It is set in 1984, and the death of Indira Gandhi is running through this novel. But it never touches on these characters. They are such hypocrites. They look at India as this they ridicule the caste system of India, basically saying how, so essentially, ethically Indians, okay, there is a caste system, and they claim that they don't understand it. Yeah, in Japan there's also a caste system. Yeah, there's also a caste system in Japan called the Burkamin. But exactly, so is this arrogance of, oh my god, these Indians are against their own people from the same ethnic background because of the caste system, yet forgetting that they're also part of the caste system. I love it. No, I really enjoyed this book just because it Shusaku Endo really kind of tears back the layers in of Japanese society to bring out the hypocrisy within these people. I'm used to reading books set in Japan or about Japan where people have the stereotype. Okay, this tears down these veils. This rips it apart, if you will, and it shows at the core the hypocrisy of the characters in it. Now, this is a bit. Okay. This bit I liked here, okay? Here we go. The priests here talk like they know everything there is to know about Buddhism and Shinto, but in their hearts, they think that European Christianity is the only true religion. Mizuko repeated a speech she had delivered numerous times at her arrival at university to even the most marginal, honest of students. But even the most marginal, honest of students, Mizuko and her friend meant that those who had enrolled at this Christian university but refused to be baptized. Is that so? Maybe that's true. Otsu gave a vague, faint-hearted reply, looking over his shoulder from time to time. Mizuko realized what he was unconsciously searching for. Am I the only one? Hesitation appeared in his eyes. Coming to your room? Yes, just you. No one else is around today. That kind of thing. It's kind of like Mizuko has this answer for everything in relation to religion, even though she doesn't have a religion herself. So, but there is one bit in this book I actually enjoyed. I don't want to go into it, but the most sincere person in this book is a Japanese soldier, who was in Burma, who wishes for a Buddhist ceremony due to his fallen comrades during the war, which I thought was quite touching. But at the end of it, this is not an easy thing to do because it outlines the hypocrisy within the text. The characters are very arrogant. They say these words kind of present themselves as kind of better than everyone else. They are in India at the Ganges, looking down their nose at India, and they're unaware of their own statements full of hypocrisy. That's a better statement. Yeah, I like this book, because it really plays around with what the stereotype is in a Japanese novel. And it's brutal in some respects. It's brutal and it's violent and it doesn't matter what religion or nationality you are. I mean, it's quite interesting how Miss Gandhi was executed, yet the tourists, instead of reacting as you would, going around the city and paying some respects, they were more concentrated on how it affected them, their holiday, their vacation, like how dare this happen to them. Not that thousands of people are now going to die due to retaliation. It's a very interesting novel. And to be honest, it was quite brutal, but I really enjoyed it. Hey, so my first ever actual Shusaku Endo novel. I've got a few actually up there I've got to read, so. But I really enjoyed this one because it was blatant and blunt. He writes so well, really strong words. He writes in a way to actually make you uncomfortable. By transposing these Japanese inhabitants into a different kind of setting. Now, I've actually been to Japan, so I've read this on place of experience. This is going back, obviously, to 1980s, but Japan is a very organised country. It is very to the point. Very, in some respects, conformist, if you will. To go to places like India, okay? India, which is organised chaos. India, which is lively and bright and vibrant and powerful. And not perfect, of course not. But by moving them from their naturalist setting to India, it kind of exposes also their insecurities. There is this one bit, I hope I'm not giving this away, with a member of the tour group who is desperate to take pictures of the Ganges in a setting which is fully disrespectful, and yet he doesn't seem to care. That kind of thing. So I generally did enjoy this book. It is well paced, it is well structured, and it's written in a way to kind of make you feel very uncomfortable, but does it in quite a beautiful way. He's such an eloquent writer. I can't wait to read more of his work that I've got up there. So, Deep River by Shusaku Endo. Really recommend this book. Sign off here. Bye now.